Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at what's in store today.
So I've just been given some information that I can share with you guys, and this is around the new essences coming for the next Inferno difficulty, Inferno 6 and Paragon 800. Now we all know this is pretty close and these essences may be subject to change, but this is information that I've been given directly from the Diablo partner program and the developers of Diablo Immortal. I'm only going to be talking about Wizard today, however I know some of the other Diablo partners will be covering their classes as well, so definitely check out their videos if you don't play Wizard or if you want more information. I'll try and share some screenshots at the end of this video for the other classes, however the information that I've got is a little bit jumbled, and as I said, some of these essences may be subject to change. Starting off with Helm, we've got Horned Veil. Scorch now launches a ball of fire that damages and burns enemies along its path, conjuring a number of firebolts to orbit you equal to the number of enemies Scorch inflicted with burn. So this one sounds pretty interesting. So basically, if Scorch has inflicted burn on, say, 10 people, this will then put 10 firebolts around your character as well. So these essences very much look like the return of Fire Mage. This is a build that we haven't really seen so much in Diablo Immortal for some time. And I think some of these essences would be really good for PvP as well, especially with the setup that I've been using for Fire and Ice, which I will link in the comments and in this video description. Moving on the shoulder, we've got Insult to Injury. Damage dealt by Scorch to the same enemy within 2 seconds is increased by 8%, stacking up to a maximum of 24%. So that is a huge increase in damage there from Scorch if it's dealing damage to the same enemy within 2 seconds. So if you're using the Fire Scorch, obviously if you're using that with Angmits, I'm guessing that would have the burn effect on there. And the new Scorch Essence does have that burn effect as well. So using these two together, using the helm and shoulder hand in hand, would work really nicely. For the chest, we've got Ice Guard. Ice Armor grants immunity to knockback effects while active. So Ice Armor's been a little bit dead since they nerfed that, and this could be a nice way of bringing it back in a different form. Next up, Main Hand Equalizer. Each time you use a skill, your next magic missile turns into a flaming missile if cast within 5 seconds, which explodes on impact to deal additional damage to nearby enemies. You can accumulate up to 3 flaming missiles. So again, fire build here. Magic missile is really good as the primary attack for Wizard, and actually having the burn on that could be really nice. I'm going to definitely be testing these ones out. I'm actually quite excited for these essences for the first time in a long time for Wizard. Offhand, we've got Flame Superiority. Ice Armor instead radiates with fire, burning nearby enemies and increasing your damage against burning enemies. So again, this is all around fire build. This is another essence for Ice Armor. Ice Armor I did used to use quite a lot for the damage ones. I can't remember what it's called now. I think it's like Storm's Eye or something like that. Was the essence that I was using, and it did work really nicely, but the cooldown on it was rubbish. The cooldown on it was way too long. So I'm hoping that these Ice Armor essences may have a shorter cooldown than the previous ones that we've got in game. And lastly, Pants, we've got Fiery Revenge. Teleport is now imbued with fire, damaging and burning nearby enemies when you arrive at your target location. So obviously most people use teleport primarily in their PvP builds, and this one looks like it could have some nice damage. It doesn't say if it targets a specific location, like we have that teleport essence where it will actually target the enemy, but it just says that it will damage with fire and burning nearby enemies at your target location. So obviously wherever you actually position your teleport, it will cause that fire and burning effect there. So yeah, I'm quite excited for these essences for Wizard. Having these burn effects seems really good and a really positive move for Wizard. Wizard has needed some love with the builds and essences for such a long time now. I think most of us have been stuck using the same builds for almost a year at this point. So I'm really excited to see what these are like in game, and I'll definitely be testing these out as well. If you're playing Wizard, let me know which one you're most excited for, if you're just excited to make a whole new build with these essences. And as I said, I'll share some screenshots now with you for the other essences for other classes as well. So I'll leave you guys watching for now. As always, thank you so much for being here. I hope you found this video helpful. Take a screenshot for your class essences. Obviously, as I said, some of these may be subject to change, but hopefully they will remain as they are in these notes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. official Diablo partner.